那么在考试之后的话呢，他会做一个背景调查，根据他在他的计算机系统里面查，就是确保这个申请的人没有任何的犯罪记录。
Then after they become a license, they have to associate with a broker. Because in the United States, only a broker is authorized to deal with the general public for a commission.
就在美国的话，它的有不同，它有 broker 和 agent 的之分。那么 broker 就是说，相当于是自己可以开公司，相当于一个公司的老板。那么所有的 agent 呢，就是把他的 license 是挂在这个 broker 的执照下面。那么由这个 broker 来去服务大众。那么如果出了任何的问题的话呢，是由这个 broker 来负责。
And when we say broker, we're not talking about an individual person. We're talking about the company itself. So the company is the broker. So whether you're Remax, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, that is the actual broker's firm is the broker.
所以这个 broker 并不是一个人，它是一个公司。比方说像 Keller Williams、像 Remax 这些公司本身它就是一个 broker， 它并不是指一个人。
And then once they are licensed, they have to renew their license based on the state laws, anywhere between every year or every 4 years, which requires continual education to keep them up to date.
那么每一个州的规矩不同，就是必须要你每到一定的年份，必须要更新你的执照。那么要通过一定小时的继续学习来获得执照。比方说我是加州，那么加州的话是每4年你必须要更新一次你的执照。那别的州可能他们有一些不一样。
And the great thing is, the entire purpose of the Real Estate Commission is to protect the general public.
所以这些拿这个佣金其实是为了要保护这个大众。
Okay. All right, great. So now here's what's next. I know this is a very, very busy slide, so here's the purpose. So basically, how does a transaction work?
这就是一个买卖的流程。
Okay, you need to translate it. It's not as complicated.
其实买卖流程并没有那么。
Okay, it's like a picture.
有很多不同的部门在里面有各自发挥不同的作用，所以你们看起来才会有那么多，其实并没有那么复杂。
So he's taking a picture to see how complicated it is.
So there is 2 principles when it comes to real estate. You're either going to use an escrow company or you're going to use an attorney. On the West Coast, they use escrow agents. On the East, they use attorneys. And the attorneys represents the lender or the mortgage company.
所以就是说东西两个海岸的法律也有所不同。在西面的话呢，我们用一个 escrow 其实是一个第三方的公证公司。我们所有的钱都是汇到这个 escrow 里面的。那么在东部的，这边在西部啊。如果在东部的话呢，我们是用一个律师来。那么律师是代表这个贷款公司，就是放贷的贷款公司。
So basically, it all starts with contracts. So once you go on the contract, it either goes to the title company or it goes to the lender, who is the mortgage company. If it goes to the lender, the lender orders titles from the closing attorney, because the closing attorney represents the lender in the transaction.
所以
Contract to mortgage company.
所以就是说有了合同以后的话，他就是去产权公司，或者就是去一个有律师来完成最后的步骤。
And then once it goes, the buyer goes through what we call the underwriting process. You have to qualify the buyer to see how much risk is involved in lending the funds to the borrower.
所以对于贷款公司来讲，它有一个作为那个人的英文名叫 underwriter， 意思就是说他必须来审核这个客人所有的这个包括经济条件啊，包括他的资产情况，最后才能决定批还是不批。所以那个人叫做 underwriter， 他就要经过这么一个程序来确定我到底要不要放款给这个客人。
So basically, yes, sir.
我插进去一下，这个程序是如果是贷款的，全现金的就不会有这个贷款的中间费了。
So this is only for a loan.
Right.
If it's a cash transaction, some parties not involved.
That's correct. So basically, once the loan is approved, they're going to submit, get approval. They're going to make sure that the actual owner of the property has the authority to actually transfer the ownership by having clear and walkable title.
所以就是说，在卖家卖的时候的话呢，就是为什么要通过产权公司？就是他要确保你的产权是清楚的，就是没有什么额外的问题。 那么如果产权保险的话，就是说如果你以后有什么问题的话，产权公司是要负责任的，所以他必须要确保这个中间没有任何的问题，你才可以过户。
Because in the United States, we actually purchase the land, and what's on the land is known as an improvement. So that's the difference between here and.
因为是为什么要有这个产权公司？因为在美国的话，它是这个你买了房子，房子下面土地就是你有这个永久的拥有权的，所以呢，他要就是查到你这个土地以前是由谁来拥有的，他要查一系列查下来，确保这个整个产权它是没有问题的。
好，我们就把一个那个麦克风这个转过去。我们下一位是Tyler 先生 ，Tyler 是从拉斯维加斯过来，他专门做的是房屋管理。Next up is Tyler. He specializes in property management from Las Vegas. He's going to talk about the property management process.
Which one's the latest green?
Yeah.
Thank you. Tyler West. So property management, we manage the asset. Essentially, we take care of the investment, and income is the biggest thing. Cash flow is what most investors want to have a lot of.
所以就是说，它是主要做房屋管理。那房屋管理来讲的话，这个现金流是非常重要的。
With the cash flow, that's accounting. In the U.S., I'm required to provide an accounting statement to the owners monthly, on a monthly basis.
在美国的话呢，他作为一个房屋管理人，他是有责任在每一段时间，例如每一个月，给这个房东提供一份清单，就是说有哪些收入、哪些支出，需要提供这一份给房东。
Along with that accounting statement, that includes any utilities or payments, any maintenance and repairs, anything that happens throughout that month is on that accounting statement with the copy of receipts and invoices.
这些清单准备呢是包括他的房租，然后他的一些支出呢就包括像水电煤啊、房贷啊或者一些维修的费用，就这些费用全部减掉，那么剩余多少钱？就是这些清单里面全部都会包括收入和支出都有。
When a property is available, we handle it similar to the same as a for sale. It goes into our multiple listing service, just like a sales property does. We advertise it on multiple websites, and we inspect the property while it's empty. When the tenant moves out, we inspect the property for condition, make any repairs necessary to
所以
the
其实出租的话呢，其实这个流程跟买卖是一样的。我们首先要把它放到我们的经纪人的 MLS 系统上面。另外的话呢，就是我们也需要去做一些推广，做一些营销，就是让来吸引租客。那另外的话呢，这个如果前一任租客走的话呢，我们也需要去检查这个房子，确保任何的这些设备都是好的，然后再去找下一个租客。
When a property is leased, when an applicant is approved, we do a security deposit to hold for damages for the property. In Las Vegas, Nevada, our general deposit is one time the rent, plus a cleaning deposit is the average, but no more than 3 times the rent is our max deposit, and this is for residential.
就是在是在那个住宅地产的话呢，就是出租的话呢，一般来讲我们会收一个押金，押金来讲的话，一般不超过每月租金的3倍。
Most common is annual leases at a yearly basis. There is a market for short-term, monthly, weekly, vacation spots. I think maybe Florida has more of that.
主要就是长期出租的，就例如通常就需要12个月，也就是1年以上。那么也有一些地方呢，就是一些短期的出租，就像佛罗里达市场有一些短租。
That's essentially property management.
Good job, Tyler!
下一位我们邀请上来Omar先生。Omar先生也是拉斯维加斯的，他们专门是做商业地产。
Gonna translate it.
Don't say anything vulgar.
不是干起来更多啊！啊，是不是？
What is it?
Will you only then in residential property?
Yes, I do 100%.
对，
Oh.
他主要做商业。
In fact, so I did residential for 8 years, and then through one real estate transaction client that needed a commercial deal, I noticed that I could make 10 times more, so I changed my
他有
market.
做住宅历史场所8年，那么其中有一单的客人需要做一个商业地产，那他觉得他自己也是可以做的，那么而且可以钱可以赚更多，那么他就开始做商业地产。
Which other person?
Uh-oh, you broke it.
What did I do?
I was fortunate to serve on the local board in my association and quickly found out that it was really interesting to be here and that realtors need a lot of help.
他是在他们本地的这个房地产协会里面是主任董事的，他觉得这个作为经纪人来讲需要很多的帮助。
Our local board has about 33,000 members.
这个他本地的这个房地产协会有33000人。
And the state board has 187,000.
这个州立的话有18,700个人。
So I was fortunate enough to be president-elect of Women's Council of Greater Palm Beach, and our
在这个他的区域的是成为女性房地产协会的，他们推举成为这个董事会的主席。
and our goal was to grow membership and help women as entrepreneurs establish themselves.
就是希望提供给女性房地产的这个经纪人提供更多的帮助，帮助大家更好的来做这些。
For those of you that don't know much about women in real estate, back in the early 1930s, women were not allowed to practice real estate.
他说呢，在1930年，在美国，女性是不可以成为一个房地产经纪人的，
It was only men.
就是只有男人才可以做。
But in 1938, that changed when they formed Women's Council of Realtors.
所以在1938年的时候呢，就是成立这个女性房地产协会。
And what many people don't know is that 10% of Women's Council of Realtors are actually men. So it's not just women in Women's
所以很
Council.
多人不知道，其实这个所谓女性房地产协会里面有10%的成员都是男性。所以这个女性的协会并不是说只是仅限于女性，男性可以在里面。
I'm lucky to be the first male elected in my county. So I really have to watch what I
所
do
以
because
他们是第一个推选出来是一个男性的董事会主席。
one misstep and I will be crushed by thousands of women.
要有服务有1000多位女性粉丝。
So as you can see, it says we are a network of successful realtors advancing women as business leaders in the industry and in the communities we serve.
就是希望是帮助女性成功，帮助她们成为市场行业的一个领导者，把这个社区也更好的用服务于社区。
And the whole idea behind that is that with all the women's rights and things happening nowadays, we want to elevate women to the level that they feel comfortable not just coming out of the home, but forming their own business. Because as I said previously, real estate is a business. So it is our mission to help these women establish and have the same rights and priorities as any corporation, as any successful businessman. And what we've seen is that once we empower women to do these things, the sky is the limit.
所以说，我们也是希望让女性能够走出家庭，来进入到这个房地产市场这个行业里面去，就是帮助女性能够更好在这个行业里面发展。那么就是说，如果是等到女性能够发展的话，这个就是她们的潜能是无限制的。
So one of the good things about being in Women's Council, you say, why would I want to be in Women's Council? Well, I'm glad that I'm one of the few guys in Women's Council because it's really important to connect and get business referred to you as a realtor. It could be up to 50% of your client base. And if you don't have to work for 50% of your client base, it's huge.
所以就是说，为什么要加入这个女性协会？其中最大的一个好处就是说，你可以跟别的女性成员，大家可以就是共同的做这个生意。那么就是说，如果对方可以把这个生意来 refer， 就是说他来推荐客人给你来做，那么他说这个推荐的比例可以达到53%，非常高。
And as you can see from the chart, 53% referrals, member to member on average. But members who sent more than one referral to another Women's Council member, the numbers increased slightly in 2016, but the important thing is that the average referral fee is $15,000, which is huge for having a referral sent to you.
就是除了行业内的互相推荐以外，就是不同的地方、不同的州都是可推荐。那么这个平均的这个佣金的话是在15000块钱以上。
The average Women's Council Realtor income is about $134,000 a year.
这个平均女性房地产协会成员平均的年薪是134000元。
So you could see why if you are a female in the industry and you're now starting out, you might want to consider becoming Women's Council. Number one, you have people who are experienced that will help you get all your business off the ground.
所以就是说，你加入这个，就是如果你是刚加入房地产行业的女性来的话，你可以考虑加入这个房地产协会啊，因为第一个原因就是你会碰到很多比你更有经验的，要作为女性的一个房地产经纪人。
And two, you've now come into a network of people who've all got your back, who are all willing to elevate you to their levels.
第二点就是你会碰到很多大家都是愿意帮助你，跟你一起来发展的过程中。
One of the important things about Women's Council is that they have a lot of education series. So we don't just want to make realtors that make money, we want to make leaders out of those realtors.
另外就是提供这个协会提供很多的培训，很多的一些教育的机会。另外就是希望这个里面成员能够成为一个领导者，就是有培养他们的领导能力。
And a very interesting fact, even though in the early days only men were realtors, if you look at NAR today, National Association of Realtors, 62% of the leadership in NAR is held by women from Women's Council.
所以现在目前就是在这个全国的这个房地产协会里有62%的这个领导者是女性领导者是从这个女性房地产协会的成员。
Most realtors lead a double life, so to speak. 65% of the members within the Women's Realtor Council also have positions of leadership in their local communities, whether it be activists, whether it be community outreach programs, etc.
然后65%的这个女性成员呢，也在自己本身的所属的社区里面，也是具有一些领导能力，比方说参加在社区活动里面这样一些主导地位。
There are many examples within the 50 states in the United States where some of the local realtors are actually running for city council and perform that task as well. So there's, mayors as well.
对，就是说在很多女性协会的成员，就是在她本地的一些州或者城市里面，她是在选这个政府的议员，就是她有参政的能力。
So again, you can expand your network by working within the organization. We also have strategic partners within Women's Council. So now you're not just exposed to other realtors, but there's strategic local partners and they have strategic state partners.
主要就是说，可能扩展你的这个人际关系，不只是本地的，还有一些别的一些组织，别的社团都是可以联系到他们的，就是你的人脉会非常多。
So across the U.S., you have a network of 250 networks spread out across 40 states.
就是有各一跟250个协会联系起来。
The networks have about 1,200 elected officers, which 10% are council members. Elected officers across the country, and that's about 10% of Women Council Realtors members.
就是1200个成员里，它有10%它是在一些就是在本地还有近远地。
What's the value in it? Referrals for one. Camaraderie, which is important anytime you're going to be in any type of business. You want to know that people have your back. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to feel good about the business.
这就是加入的一个对你自身来讲的价值，就是可以为家庭推荐生命，你居 遇到什么问题的话，我们会帮助。
Education. Women's Council of Realtors offer free educational programs. They have some paid programs as well. So if there's certain aspects of your career that you want to pursue, as it relates to real estate, you can actually do that through Women's Council.
有很多培训的机会，大部分的培训也有一些付费。
Commissions, as I mentioned before, on average, women or members of the Women's Council make a lot more money than non-members because again, a significant portion of your commission can come from referrals within your network or outside your network.
这个佣金来讲的话呢，成员会赚这个佣金会比非成员要赚的多得多，因为它很多都是来自于别人推荐式。
You become a real expert business person. So just from running your real estate business, you learn the ins and outs, whether it's accounting, finances, day-to-day operations, but you become a much more intelligent business person.
你会有更多的知识，你会学怎么样去做这个生意，跟一些会计方面或者一些别的知识，就是怎么样去运行这个生意。
And because of Women's Council of Realtors, there are many young girls today who would have never thought of being a realtor, but because it's so prevalent in our society, we have wonderful role models for those young people to follow.
就是说，对于女性来讲的话，就是这个成员里的这个协会里的成员，就是作为他们一个偶像，就是成为一个他们想要成为的人。
Relationships. I can tell you that I'm involved in about 5 different boards, and the people that I have met when I first started are some of the people that I'm closest with. And if they have to do business in my state, before they call anyone else, they will call me to ask me about another person they're referring to in the state. So your relationships become very close.
你的人脉，也就是说跟别人交往的一个能力，就是你的人脉来讲的话，就是说在这个成员在这协会里面，成员和成员之间的这个关系是非常的近的。就像康老师说，他有些朋友就会来问他，然后这个推荐的人他会来询问他的意见，就是说这个关系之间是非常紧密的，就是你会有这个人脉的关系。
And many of the people, women in the Women's Council go on to be local leaders, state leaders, and even national leaders on the NAR level.
这个也是刚才讲的一个培养领导力，那么很多女性成员的话，就是在她本地的市区里面是领导，也在她的这个城市，甚至在她的这个州医院，就是在政治层面也是作为一个领导。
As I mentioned earlier, networking. If you're in real estate, remember real estate is not about buildings and homes, it's about people. You need to network. It's very important to build that network.
这个 network 其实也就是说跟别人接触一个人脉的一个跟别人联系的一个能力，就是说因为特别是房地产，它并不只是买卖房子，其实最重要，它是一个跟人打交道的一个工作。所以在这个职业里面的话，你跟人家交往的你的人脉是非常重要的。
And empowerment. It's very important to feel empowered. If you don't feel empowered, you're not going to be able to perform at the level that you should. Why is it important for you to feel that way? If you feel empowered, you're going to feel better about yourself. Thus, you're going to give your customers better service.
就是说你要觉得自己充满干劲，就是有这个对这个行业有这个激情。就是说你要有干劲、有激情的话呢，你才能觉得你自己是一个更好的一个人，就是说提升你自己，同时也可以更好的为客户服务。
And at the end of the day, better service with customers is going to bring you a lot more money to take home.
那么最终的话呢，如果你能更好的服务你的客人的话呢，当然你的收入也会非常的高。
好的，这我们谢谢一下我们4位优秀的老师。
Very much, yes.
Something that he can apply to or suggest to the current market.
他说就是学到的这些新的东西有没有办法就是把信息转给你们以下的这些会员，看他们可不可以用上。
可以，
Yes, they can send it to their members to see if they can use it. Yes.
还要去说服政府立法。
They need to battle the government for actual change, but the small changes as far as business practice, yes.
说到底慢慢的改变他们观念很难。
Changing government's difficult. Yes.
Yes, we know.
We know we had Donald Trump.
不会中国大陆这20年来、40年来是不可思议的改变，做了很大的改变，所以继续加油，做得很好。
We're pretty much done.
So to say for only short patients 40 years,
I might want to ask questions.
China really
Okay, ask a
And
question.
I don't want to open it again the floor.
Is it a complicated one?
房价太贵了，
Well,
还有
how
可
do
能
they
还要涨。
collect that data from the commercial
应
appraisal?
该会涨哈，继续涨，尤其是第一线的，第一线的 price too high,
I'll ask for both.
会很累。
货币货币放的也太多了，可能跟美国学的，
什么货币？
发放货币呀。
哦，give away too much free money.
嗯。
US,
Yes.
issue cash.
Yes.
So much currency on the market, so people just pour into the property market.
So my magic question, how can we strengthen a relationship on the real estate market?
Say again, please.
How can we strengthen a relationship in the real estate market between the group that is here and some of the opportunities that we can have?
就
为什么
我们两边怎么加强我们的这个新的朋友关系、
好啊。
合作关系？对。
希望未来更加强交流合作吧。包括欢迎你们再来，还要把你们的朋友介绍过来，我们都在这边可以很友好的接待。这是一个方面。
He's saying to do more of these type of events where we can network and learn from each other. One, two, welcome us back to do the same thing, maybe different topics. And three, invite others of our peers that are interested in China market to do the same thing we're doing. So we are strengthening our understanding on our side as well.
Over time.
Yes.
对。你的电话都留了吧？客户的电话什么，到时候告诉他们，包括联系方式，告诉他们。如果你们希望了解中国的一些什么信息啊，一些情况啊，特别是要和中国的哪些公司啊或者经纪人去交往的，我们都可以帮助。
They're saying anything we need information from, we can get Coco's information. She's the international liaison for CIREA. And then if we need any specific information on agencies we want to meet or talk with, they have a list of their members that are specific agencies. And if it is one of their members, they're happy to make the introduction.
I have a question. 我有一个问题，我想问一下，就是说中国的客户如果到海外去投资的话呢，他们是经过什么样的方式和国外的那些，假如说美国的经纪人联系？他是通过你们呢，还是通过找一个经纪人，还是他们这个有的是直接到和美国的经纪人联系？但是在国内的话，他们想做的话呢，你们怎么样？就是说帮助这些国内的投资人和美国的经纪人联系起来，他们会不会来找你？
找的不算多，他们一般是到了美国了之后和朋友啊或者其他的人通过。假设我要去美国的话，美国可能有些朋友先到美国了，也买了房子了，通过那种去了解的要多一些。
The question was, do they have any path from them as an organization? Do they interact with the actual buyers as far as making introductions to international real estate practitioners? And he says not directly as us as an organization. It's more either the agents direct, or if the clients already have had friends move over to the destination, they might contact their friends directly for these introductions.
还有一个就是居外网，有这些美国的这些房源呢推荐的，有这些渠道的。
Next, there's Zhuwai, which we understand that has international listings on it. 我们有几位明天会参加Zhuwai网的那个峰会，
你们再了解一下。还有一些就通过21世纪不动产在中国有，或者有些做海外的这种联系的，还有收房、房天下这些渠道，每年带的看房团啊等等这些渠道。
So he also mentioned Century 21 China, SoFun. These groups actually take groups over, whether it's their own agents or actual investor groups to investigate specific areas. Carlos?
总部就在北京这个，对。
我们去到那边去的。
哦，那挺好。
Carlos?
Two-part question. Do they have any NART International Realtor membership as yet? And two, will they be traveling to the convention in San Francisco?
就是你们的会员有没有是在那个 NAR 是这个国际的会员？第一个问题，第二，如果有，他们是不是今年的那个年会会不会在旧金山会不会参加？
我的对你说的每年，你来回答吧。
Every year we have plans for going abroad to attend some international conferences, and this year we also have this plan to attend the conference there. And yes, our president and our vice president will try to go there and leading some evidence. We'll try, but we have a lot of very complicated process to get approval. It's official, not private.
我找一下。Last year they had a delegation of about 30, which was made up from SoFund.com, and CIREA, who we met with yesterday. 去年就是中国送了一个代表团，一半是那个 CIREA 的，一半是那个房天下的。对。
So if they happen to make it this year in November, tell them I'd like to extend an invitation to our global booth when they get there this year, so that we can welcome them to some of the other associations within the United States.
他是说，就是如果有一个比较正式的一个代表团从中国过去，欢迎你们到那个国际的那个区域我们大部分如果是我们就参加了很多年了，很多位就我们就给你们介绍很多这些其他国家的这些协会或者比较大的这些经纪人或者团队的。
好，谢谢。
Thank you. I think we're done. Yes. 好我们应该可以了 ，OK 了。